On today's episode, what I'm going to be speaking to specifically is around 2024, because a lot of people have big, hairy, audacious goals for this year. Many people have set the intention that this is the year where everything changes for them. And so, whilst that's fantastic, and I applaud you for setting the intention, what I want to speak to specifically is how will you go about doing that? I want to bring awareness to you around 3 specific areas that you need to pay attention to. So then that way you don't fall into this trap that by simply just starting your year means that you're going to finish your year differently to 2023. Because in order for you to achieve different, you have to move different. So let's get started. Hi, and welcome to another episode of The Consistency Queen. My name is Elsa Morgan. I'm a wife, I'm a mum, and I'm also the owner, CEO, and founder of a global women's empowerment company, The Queenie Effect. Welcome to 2024, and this is the relaunch and rebrand of my podcast. I'm really excited to bring this to you because I believe in evolution and growth. And so when I launched my podcast in 2023, there was so much expansion and growth that it really blew me away that you found connection to my message. Since that relaunch, I have grown and evolved myself so much. And so this next part of my podcast journey is really about how I've grown and evolved and who I am becoming. And so if you're someone that is on a mission to serve and impact, you're wanting to break generational curses, you're wanting to create wealth and also contribute majorly in this world for other people to have access to information, tools, resources, so they are able to have opportunity, then you've come to the right place. Because the Consistency Queen podcast is not just going to be about what you need to be doing consistently in your life, in your business, for yourself, for your business and your family, but also how you can show up powerfully as your next level version to create different results, how to start creating wealth so that way you are breaking generational curses and impacting for generations, and how contribution can really change your life as well as thousands of other people that are waiting for you to step up and evolve and be able to share your message to help people so that they win as well. This journey that you're going to be taking with me as part of this next phase of the Consistency Queen is more about growth and expansion. If you're someone that is looking for the reasons why you haven't been able to break through, you might be sick and tired of being sick and tired of just spinning around and not really gaining traction in your business. Maybe you feel like you've tried all things. I'm a no BS coach, and I'm going to share with you my exact strategies, learnings, and growth. So then that way you too can go ahead and implement. On today's episode, what I'm going to be speaking to specifically is around 2024, because a lot of people have big, hairy, audacious goals for this year. Many people have set the intention that this is the year where everything changes for them. And so whilst that's fantastic, and I applaud you for setting the intention, what I want to speak to specifically is how will you go about doing that? I want to bring awareness to you around 3 specific areas that you need to pay attention to. So then that way you don't fall into this trap that by simply just starting your year means that you're going to finish your year differently to 2023. Because in order for you to achieve different, you have to move different. So let's get started. So the first thing that I want you to think about is, how did your 2023 finish off? And even though we've already started 2024, I want you to think about specifically the whole 12-month year of 2023. What were your results? What were the things that you implemented and you did well? What were the commitments that you made and you didn't keep? What were the things that you started to do and then you just stopped doing altogether simply because you started to feel resistance? It felt really hard and you just didn't feel confident in executing. You see, the answers to all of these questions are going to give you opportunities to identify where you need to grow and expand, because it's not just your lack of results. It's not just because you didn't hit some certain metrics that you need to go again. You need to look at the reasons why. Why did you not achieve the result? What was the information that was missing for you to then go ahead and implement, so you either get closer or you go ahead and you achieve the goal? More importantly, how did you show up? What were the limiting beliefs that were showing up at the time that you were implementing? Because definitely this journey of building your business, expanding, wanting to achieve more, you're going to grow and evolve. That you're going to have programming that's going to come up, and you need to start paying attention to this. Now, in the last 12 months, you would have experienced that. And unless you paid attention, you would never have had an opportunity to not only understand why it is that you are either inconsistent or you've stopped applying yourself, or you've just given up altogether. Because the stories that you're telling yourself are simply not true. And when you start understanding what it is that you're telling yourself and being aware of what it is that you're saying, you then give yourself a really big opportunity to start rewiring your thoughts, not just understanding and maybe making peace with your past, but replacing those thoughts that are more positive and more geared and in aligned with where you want to go and who you need to become. So going back to my first point, what was 2023 like? What went well? What didn't go to plan? And how can you improve? And the how can you improve section is going to be the most important bit, because that's where you take that information and you implement into your 2024 plan. Now, understand this. You continue doing the things that you're good in, and you build on that. Like, don't be complacent and thinking that that's just enough. How can you get better? How can you execute better? How can you get your message to be a lot more crisp and to the point? How can you be better with your time? So the things that you're doing well, keep doing those. But the opportunities where you can actually grow and you can expand, pay attention to those, because this is going to lead you into point number 2, which is, where do you need to pay attention to learn and grow? Meaning, what sort of investments do you need to be making into your personal development, so then you can take the learnings of what didn't work so well and how can you get better, and then start looking for opportunities where you can learn to either become better or to learn the strategies, the tools, have access to resources, information that are going to help you to achieve a different result. So if you don't critique your year, you're not going to be able to have this awareness where you can start identifying where you spend some of your development time to learn the skills, gain the knowledge, and have access to the resources to help you build not only a stronger, more successful business, but give yourself an opportunity to achieve different results. Okay. And number 3, and this is the most important bit, knowing that 2023, there are areas that didn't go to plan, and also things that you need to improve. you need to make peace with 2023 and just let it go. Like you literally have to close the door and not keep referring to 2023 if you want to grow and expand and level up into 2024 and really do bigger and better things. Because the more that you hold on to past results, the more that you will keep holding yourself back from playing out full and really executing with the right energy, the right focus that you need to do better, build bigger and achieve different results. So it's really important that you make peace with your past results and then go all in, meaning really commit to the plan that you set out for this year. And as long as you do that, you give yourself every opportunity to win. I see far too many people holding on to past results or mistakes that they've made, and this very bit of their journey, this behavior that they have, where they constantly have this victim mentality about, I can't win because, 2 years ago I did this and it didn't quite work out. This is the very attitude, the specific behavior and energy that holds them back from going all in on their plan and achieving different results. So I hope that this message, this podcast, this episode has given you some things to think about, because if you haven't started doing this already, knowing that we've already started the year, or if there are some areas that you haven't quite covered that I've brought attention to, now is your opportunity. You've still got plenty of time left in 2024 to be able to make adjustments, make amendments, or bring forward into your plan some areas that are going to be important for you to look at. So with that being said, thank you so much for being a part of my world. If you would like to listen to more of these trainings, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can also book in a call with me, hangwiththequeen.com. If you would like to partner with me in my programs, I've helped almost 400 women to be able to grow, expand, break through to the next level, achieve best income, best results in their businesses. And so I invite you to be part of the 1 million women that I'm on a mission to serve. Simply by you starting the process, booking in a call, hangwiththequeen.com, and of course, leave me some comments in this, after this episode. I always welcome 5-star feedback, and also in the bottom of this episode, what were your major takeaways? And I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Thank you so much, and I'll see you then.